Hey guys, I've got a very long overdue Sephora haul. This is the haul or the order that I placed during the Sephora VIB sale. And because I was away for so long, this package arrived actually just after I left for like another trip. Anyway, I was hoping to get this video up before the VIB sale ended, but that ship has long sailed. So here we are. Got my box right here. Haven't even gotten a chance to open it up. And I do have a couple of other things that I received in PR that I think I'll try along with this because my order is not like a full face. And I think I can kind of pull off a full face here. So before we jump into this haul, I just want to mention I'm working with Alloy on this video, and I have been using a skincare product from them over the past, I would say about a month, an eye cream and a face cream. And Alloy is an online service for perimenopausal, menopausal women. I've talked about perimenopause on my channel before. This is a topic that is, well, it's obviously very near and dear to my heart because it's something I am personally going through at the moment. It's also something that I feel like isn't talked about enough. So any chance I get, I basically bring it up. I talk about it. Anyway, one of the things that I have mentioned in the past is just how my skin has changed. But I think what's most frustrating is that these changes are just not what you expect them to be. They're not straightforward. My skin doesn't feel the same every single day. It's the inconsistencies that I can't stand. So I've been using the M4 face cream, and I've also been using the M4 eye cream, and I've been using these just once a day. You only need like half a pump of this eye cream, and I use a full pump of the face cream. And M4 is the very first prescription skincare line that is targeted for hormonal skin. And you can use them, morning or night. I like using the face cream during the day. It has a very, very rich texture. I do have very dry skin. It's only gotten drier over the past few years. And so I really like this rich, kind of creamy texture that it has. And another reason why I wanted to use it during the day was simply for testing purposes. I wanted to make sure that it worked well underneath my SPF and that it worked well with my makeup. It's caused no problems whatsoever. And the difference that I see in my skin, it's so, I mean, I think it's visible. I think my skin looks a lot smoother, but it's almost this personal change because I do feel like these hormonal fluctuations for women, they're affecting us very differently. I talked to all of my girlfriends about this. We're all kind of going through the same thing. And some are complaining about their hip pains. Some people are complaining about hair thinning. Some of my friends are, we're all kind of complaining about this like very, very mysterious like weight gain. And when we talk about our skin concerns, I mean, I think we generally have the same ones, the sort of lack of elasticity, these like fine lines and wrinkles, but what we're noticing is a little bit different. So for me, it's just been this sort of radiance, if you will, this radiance that I've lost over the past, I don't know, I want to say decade. I'm 52, by the way. So yeah, just over the last decade, I've really noticed this like loss of glow, this loss of like a lit from within, and this sort of like just general radiance to my skin. It's just looked very, very dull. And I feel like that is what I notice the most when I use this cream, is that there's just a certain level of youthfulness. And if I were to break it down into like certain characteristics, yes, I feel like my skin is more elastic. It does feel more plump. I think my fine lines, especially around my eyes here, where I smile, those have definitely softened thanks to this eye cream. And it's been clinically proven to rebuild collagen. So these products, there's also a serum, which I wasn't testing out. I was just testing out these two products, but there is a serum that sort of completes the skincare line. These products use topical estriol, which is a form of estrogen, but it doesn't enter your bloodstream, and it's not hormone therapy. It's just topical support for our skin that is going through it. So I do have a coupon code if you're interested in trying this out. It's Michele20 for $20 off your first order. Of course, I'll link to everything down below, but their site is myalloy, ALLOY.com. And when you go onto their site, what they will do is connect you with a clinician, and they'll talk to you about the M4 skincare line. So definitely check out their site if you feel like you're struggling with perimenopause, or if you're just dealing with the aftermath or the after effects of menopause. All right, guys, let's open up this box and see what I ordered. I forget what I ordered because I did place this order quite some time ago. But I do think I ordered a bunch of lip stuff. Let's see here. Oh, well, I did order, talk about skincare, I did order the La Mer, the treatment lotion. This is a wonderful first step to your skincare. So in terms of the M4, I would use this before the cream or the eye cream. And I should mention, I was using the M4 products with a lot of my other skincare, just, just to test out, see if there are any conflicts or whatever. I didn't run into any problem. It did not interfere with any of my other skincare that I could see. So anyway, I like using the La Mer treatment lotion as a first step. It just is a great, great hydration booster. The winter is coming. I thought, you know what, let me just get a bottle. I've been kind of like eking out this little sample, like, deluxe sample size that I had. So I was like, Michelle, just get the big bottle. So I got the big bottle. And then I did also get, oh, I love the Glossier Cloud Paint Plush Blushes. I have the shade Puff, which is a pinker shade, and I thought, let me get something a little bit peachier. So I picked up Gale. And yeah, I just love this slightly putty-like texture that it has. Here's the packaging, super cute. And then here's the blush. Let's do a swatch. Yeah, I just love this texture. It's so creamy and it blends out beautifully. So that is Gale. I think we'll use that today in the try-on. I don't think I have any other blushes. And then I did buy 3 lipsticks. So I was correct in remembering I bought a lot of lip products. Oh, and I did also purchase a hair product. So I got the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil. I'm just into like hair stuff now. It's gonna be a thing. You're gonna see a lot more of it on my channel, but I'm just into my hair thing now since I recently bleached it. And yeah, and I'm just kind of experimenting with a lot of stuff. So this is supposed to reduce frizz and flyaways, extends color and renews vibrancy, heat protection, shortens drying time, softens and detangles, no residue, etc., etc. So yeah, I thought I would try this. A lot of my products that I used before I bleached my hair, they still work fine, but I feel like I need a little bit of an amp up in terms of like hair care. Just I'm using a lot more of it. I'm using more like different kinds of stuff. So anyway, just playing around. And if you guys have any recommendations for bleach blonde hair, the care of bleach blonde hair, please let me know. A lot of you gave me great like purple shampoo recommendations, but is there anything else in terms of like keeping it smooth and shiny? And what I think is so interesting is like my hair, it basically feels and looks the same. I mean, I've never colored my hair before, so I had pretty healthy hair going into this. And my colorist, she was like, wow, your hair is like rope. She's like, the bleach didn't like negatively affect it that much. So I was like, okay, great. And yeah, like when I feel it, it feels the same. But when I look at it, it looks so much drier now that it's blonde versus when it was dark. So I feel like the color itself is making it like look drier to the eye. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need to use, I don't know, just like shinier stuff. I remember when I was using like glossing stuff when I had the dark hair, all it did was make my hair look really greasy. So just sort of like revisiting and rethinking all the hair stuff, but love, love, love all of your recommendations, all of your comments and everything on the hair. So keep them coming. Thank you so much. All right, let's look at these lip products. So I decided to try the Mary Phillips Lip Siggy Hydrating Lipstick. You guys know I'm a former smoker. So I was like, Siggy, what do you mean? I think it's just the shape. The shape of this lipstick, I think is like, yeah, it looks like a cigarette. We've got the filter here, and then we've got the cigarette here. Those were the days. I got the color Overdrive, and I think my first choice color was sold out. So this one, yeah, is a little bit of a deeper color, but I do love these deep, rich browns. Yeah, because this was just sort of a tinted balm, I figured I could kind of pull it off. So that's Overdrive. And how is this described? Lipsy Hydrating Lipstick. It is clean, cruelty-free, vegan. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be a great match for her lip liners, which I didn't get because I have a drawer full of lip liners. I was like, I don't need any more lip liners. And I know I have a color that would work with this. So that's Overdrive. And then I did end up getting one of the Guerlain satin lipsticks because Guerlain was kind enough in gifting me their holiday case, but the case is refillable and I didn't have a lipstick for it. I think I decluttered all of them. I thought I had one, but I think I decluttered all of them because they were very, very old. So I got shade number 8, Le Nuit, and here is Le Nuit. Very pretty, everyday, peachy color. And I was trying to remember when I placed the order whether or not these lipsticks had a fragrance that was offensive. It's actually very light. It's not too bad. Here's a swatch of Le Nuit. Very nice. I like this satin sheen that it has. I have to dig out the case that they sent me. I'm not sure what I did with it, but yeah, I have to find that. I have to find that. Okay, and then I did get one of the Spark lip balms from, I almost said Tom Cruise. Whoa, from Tom Ford. Wow. This is very small, actually. I wasn't expecting it to look so mini. It's definitely smaller than like the regular lipstick size. Is this like but it's bigger. It's bigger than their like deluxe sample size. Huh, okay. So here is the shade that I got. What's the name? It is number 2, Sunspark. Sunspark, and it has the pretty glitters on the bullet. Yeah, this has a really pretty metallic sheen, and it's a bit warmer than the Guerlain Le Nuit. It definitely has a bit more pigmentation than I thought, which isn't a bad thing because, yeah, it's called a lip balm. I was just kind of checking myself there. It is a lip balm, so I thought it was going to be a little bit more like this Siggy from Mary Phillips, but it's actually closer to the Guerlain. Interesting. All right, so we'll try all 3 of those, but let me try and find this Guerlain lipstick cover. Hold on one second. Okay, it's actually been several hours since I left you guys to look for this lipstick case. I wasn't looking for it the entire time. I actually ended up getting hiccups, and I was like, okay, I can't film while I have hiccups, and then the landscaper was here. Anyway, I found the lipstick case for Guerlain. Let's take off this little sticker here because this automatically flips open for a mirror, and then the lipstick, you guys know, the lipstick holds that mirror down with this little piece there. So I actually had some old cases. I was like, oh, I could use the old cases, but the old cases actually have like a silver finish versus this gold finish, and the lipstick has a matching like gold finish to it. So I was like, no, I have to find the holiday one. So anyway, there's the holiday case. Okay, enough yip yapping. Let's start. Oh, actually, let me show you some of the things that I got in PR that I'll be incorporating into this video to kind of like finish off this look. So I've got some Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. This is brand new, and Merit came out with like more of a sheer shimmery finish to their solo shadows, their solo cream shadows. So I've got 4 different shades. I don't know how many of them I'll be able to put on, maybe 1 or 2. And I do also have the new Laura Mercier Translucent Hydrating Setting Spray. It's an ultra blur setting spray, and I've really gone into setting sprays because of Patrick Star One Size Powder Melt Setting Spray. I'm definitely going to be comparing it to that one, but I don't really have a foundation. I want to try something light so we can see like how full coverage the concealer is. So you know what? I'm going to grab the Makeup Forever, that HD Skin, that like sheer foundation. That's what we'll use. So I was talking about this guy. That's the Super Boost Perfecting Moisture Boosting Skin Tint. This is shade 2. Sorry, I think the shade sticker fell off. Anyway, let me shake this up. I like to turn it over and just press down on this button here. But I do like this foundation. I haven't used it in a while, but I do remember liking it quite a bit. And I did use the Alloy M4 face cream and the eye cream this morning, so you can see that it does not interfere at all with my makeup. This has a really nice light coverage and a really pretty skin-like finish. Okay, now Makeup Forever sent me shades 1N10, and then 1R02. I think I'm going to try the 02, the 1R02. So let me shake this up. It has an included brush, at least that's what that sticker says there. Let's see what they mean. I'm going to peel off this sticker. I hate a sticker that doesn't come off cleanly. Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Okay. I thought maybe the concealer came out of the brush. I was like, what do I need to do? But actually, we've got a doe foot applicator. So you don't have to use the brush. You've got a doe foot applicator, and then we can use the included brush. So I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? It's not bad. It's not super duper soft. It's okay. It is dense, so it really blends out the concealer fairly quickly, which is nice. And it's a good size. It's like a fingertip size. Okay, enough about the brush though. Let's talk about this concealer. It's quite nice. I wonder if it's the brush though, because it doesn't have as much coverage as I thought it was. There's definitely a bit there, but this is, what does it say? Full cover, right? Yeah, HD Skin Full Cover, 36-hour full coverage multi-use concealer. So I'm actually going to add just a little bit more and then use my fingers. And that usually will give you, yeah, a higher coverage. That's nice. And I think the shade it works well for me. 1R02, if you use me as shade reference. That's nice. And I do like the finish of this concealer. It's not shiny, there's no shimmery bits, it's not highlighty. It's a nice skin finish. And in fact, it's a really nice match, actually, for this Super Boost skin tint. Nice, very smoothing. Yeah, and I would say when I use my finger, I definitely have a high coverage there. That's quite nice. Okay. Doesn't look thick or goopy. Yeah, looks good. All right, so that is from Makeup Forever. Let's see. I don't feel like I need powder. And then I have some of these Makeup Forever Artist Color crayons that they sent me a while ago, and I never got a chance to try them. So I thought I would try these for my bronzer contour situation. I don't know if these shades will work for me though. This one is 506 Endless Cacao, which I thought I would use for contour. And then these two are more like bronzer shades. This one is Glorious Bronze 160. Actually, this looks more like a coppery highlight. I don't know if that's great for bronzer, maybe a little too warm. And then this one is Anywhere Caffeine. Let's do some swatches here. Yeah, here's Anywhere Caffeine. That could be a nice bronze. This will actually make a nice blush too. A pretty nude colored blush. That's Anywhere Caffeine. And then this one is, whoops, this one's the Endless Cacao. Yeah, maybe if I blend that out, if I go light and blend that out. I do know these artist color crayons, you can pretty much use them anywhere for whatever you want. So I just pulled this out for contour. I think that may work. Let me go lightly. And in fact, I think what I'll do is actually use a brush and swipe it over the crayon instead of like drawing a streak. I'm just gonna graze the brush over the crayon here. And I'm just gonna pound slightly. Yeah, that's pretty dark, pretty dark. This may be better for like a eyeshadow or something. I'm actually gonna take the foundation brush, which probably has a little bit of foundation left on it, and blend out that contour just to soften it up a little bit. Well, it's a very effective contour. I just don't need a lot of it at all. Yeah, I blend it out nicely. Okay. All right. All right. I'll have to play around with these crayons a bit more, but yeah, they're fun. They're fun, and they have a really nice texture to them, you know? Not too oily, not too soft, but also not too hard and thick. Wow, that's what she said. Let's move on to blush. I've got that new Glossier blush, so let's try this. It's called Gale, and we did a swatch of this, but let's do one again. So there's Gale. Let me find a clean blush brush. Here's a 24 from Repher. That's so pretty. Yeah, just a little bit warmer than that other puff color that I have, which is just a pink. This is a nice peachy shade. Really pretty. All right, God, and I love, love, love the finish and the way these plush blushes blend out. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Don't have any highlighter. I think I'm just going to forego highlighter. My eyebrows, I will use my Dior Onset Brow Gel because I think I'm coming to the end of it. It's also, I think, just getting on in its age. It may be time for me to just toss it, but I think I am pretty much down to the end. Yeah, it's looking a little dry. Now we're ready. We are ready for the Merit Solo shadows. So let me take out all these shadows from their boxes, and then we can do some swatches. Ooh, the texture of these, they are creamier than the matte Solo shadows. Okay, so here is Matchbook, and then we have Glacé, and then that's Iris. And then this one is Sartorial. Wow, which ones do you think I should put on? I really like these two together, Iris and Sartorial. So pretty, because the Iris, it looks like it is a light purple in the pot, but there's plenty of brown in there, which is really pretty. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with this Iris. And I'm usually such a brush gal, but I think I'm just going to go in with my finger and apply. So I'm just kind of like warming it up. And I'm just tapping it on. Oh, that's very pretty. And I like that you can apply these in a sheer way, but they also build up. I'm going over my lash line here again, and I'm able to deepen that up. So that's nice. Oh my gosh, this color is fantastic. It's like a really, really soft, smoky look. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, sexy eyeshadow. So that was Iris. Let me try Sartorial on the outer corners of my eyes. I'm just going to use my fingers again. You know, Sartorial actually feels softer than the other three, and it's this deep, dark, kind of like chocolatey bronze shade. But yeah, I don't know if you can see the mark that my finger made. It's like the softest out of the four that I have. Easy peasy. I mean, I had high expectations for these Solo shadows, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm really, really excited about them. I'm actually going to go online right now. I want to see if there's other shades. I think there's other shades, but I want to see what they are. All right, the sheens. So there's actually, oh, 6. So I'm missing 2. One is Surrealism. It's like a gold shade. Let's see. Oh, there's a swatch. So that's Surrealism, and then Palladium I'm missing, which is a warm silver. Ooh, that's pretty. That could be a nice one and done shade. Let's see, let's move on to, oh, I should put on some mascara, right? Let me curl my eyelashes. I'm going to use this Prada mascara. I have it open. It's not my favorite. I think I'm in the minority there, but I want to give it another shot. And like I said, I have it open, so I may as well try and use it. But I think my main issue with this mascara is that my lashes just aren't long enough for this wand, because the bristles are like built into the stick of the wand, and it's like I can't get the wand, the like fluffy part of the wand, the spoolie part of the wand, like onto my lashes enough. And I think it's because my lashes are just too short. Like I can't like get all up in there. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do. I'm going to try this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in 500 Boundless Bisque. It's this very, very light color. I'm going to use that in my bottom waterline here. We'll try that. Okay, so we've got a bunch of lips to try. Let's start with this Mary Phillips Siggy Hydrating Lipstick. So again, I have it in the shade Overdrive. It does feel very, very nice. It does feel very hydrating. I like this skinny stick. Yeah, it feels nice. It feels really nice. Except I feel like every time I raise it up, it doesn't spin back down. I think I have to probably push it down with my finger. Yeah. I don't like doing that. Oh well, okay. So that is the Lipsy Hydrating Stick. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if there's anything terribly special about it. I mean, I got it because I just really like the name. Brought back memories. But yeah, it's a nice hydrating, like balmy kind of lipstick. All right, next, let's try this Guerlain. And again, this is in shade number 8, La New. This guy right here, satin finish. A slight kind of sweet floral scent. Very light though, thankfully. And I don't taste anything, which is even better. There's the La New color. Very nice every day. And I like the formula. I do like this satin formula from Guerlain. Feels really, really moisturizing on the lips. All right, let's take this off and then we'll try on the Tom Ford Lip Spark. Okay, so here is the Lip Spark in Sun Spark. This is one of those like thick balms where when you apply it, it almost drags a little bit. But then like once your lips heat it up, it starts to feel like better and better. But when it goes on, it's almost like it's too hard in the bullet. Yeah, it's feeling better now that I'm warming it up. Anyway, that's the color. It's much peachier and brighter than the La New. No flavor. I don't think there was any scent either. No scent. Isn't that weird? Don't most Tom Ford lip products have like that cocoa vanilla scent or whatever? Nothing. No scent. Okay. Last but not least, I'm so excited to try this Laura Mercier Translucent Hydrating Setting Spray Ultra Blur. I'm going to shake this up. Oh, it doesn't even say to shake. It just says, use as the final step of your makeup routine. Hold 8 to 10 inches from face and spray in a circular pattern for even distribution. Close mouth and eyes during application. It is actually a spray, so it's not a pump spray. I think it's like an aerosol spray. Let me see. Doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. So I'm gonna get up real close to my mirror here because I want to see if there's any kind of like blurring. I think it leaves my skin looking very nice, but I think this is still better. I see that it's given my skin, do you see this, like a little bit of a sheen in these spots? And it's a nice satin sheen, but it's kind of shiny. It's a little bit shinier than this, where this really gives you like a really kind of like soft, pearly, really soft kind of like satin sheen. Yeah, this one is like just a little bit shinier than that. But it is nice if you want something with a little bit more glow, a little bit more of like a gloss to your final look. Nice alternative to this. All right, well, that is my Sephora haul and some things that I got in PR that is at Sephora. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I think the big winner for this video are these Merit shadows. They're really, really beautiful and so easy to put on. I feel like that's the mood I've been in lately. I'm like, is it easy? Is it easy to put on? Can I just like tap it in and it just sort of blends in by itself? Then yes, I love it. I love it. And it looks great. I think it looks great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. A big thank you to Alloy for working with me on this video. Again, definitely check out my description box for links to the M4 face cream, the M4 eye cream, and a link to the Alloy site in general. If you are suffering from like menopausal symptoms or whatever, definitely check them out and use my coupon code Michele20 for $20 off your first order. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.